you must believe all of the book. So the book says you will reap what you sow. The book says Elohim is not mocked, you will reap what you sow. The book says that you will be judged, all of us, individually, according to our works, by the judge, not by each other, by the righteous judge. So why do you worry so much about everybody, what they're doing is wrong and this and that, and how it's like your job to straighten it all out and correct everybody? He says, not your job. Now, you may be in certain times, you are in an authority position where there may be an aspect of that, where you do need to correct and do certain things. But more often than not, you involve yourself in places that you do not belong and do not have the proper authority to be jumping in and involving yourself in correcting. Oh, but, there's no but. Okay? Yeshua and the Father have zero need of you defending them. Do you understand that? Because I know a lot of you get all offended on the internet. Somebody says this, someone says that, and you got to straighten it all out because after all, you're standing up for them. They don't need you to stand up for them. They need you to obey the order, structure they've given you and stay out of things that you're not supposed to be in. You need to stay out of the things that you're not supposed to be in. It's not yours. You need to stay in your lane. You know, I remember when I got a license, I've had different licenses through my career for different things. And I remember every license had a scope that you needed to know that you could not go outside of to keep your license. That there were things that if you did them, they were outside the scope, the limited scope of your license. Okay? Like as a real estate agent, I could not give legal advice. I could not give accounting advice. I'm not an accountant, I'm not an attorney. So you had to know the limited scope of where your authority was, okay? And so this is also your life. You're called into the body, which gives you a limited scope of authority under certain limited circumstances with certain people. And everybody else is Elohim's and not yours. And you need to be comfortable enough to embrace that, to allow that to be true. So that you don't feel this need to always go and involve yourself and get all stirred up. Well, can you believe blah, 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 blah? I'm like, oh my gosh. I can believe it. I don't know why it bothers you. Rabbi, how could you not be bothered by that? Because it's not mine to be bothered with. Why should I let everything that everybody does bother me? No wonder a lot of you are miserable all the time. Everything bothers you. Let it all go. You got enough to deal with yourself. You got to bother about everybody else. Matter of fact, you spend more time on yourself, you wouldn't have any time for everybody else, okay? I mean, that's important. Yeah, we can clap for that.